Split here from ThirstGym.com, and today we're talking about an exercise called the Cambered Swiss Angle Bar Inverted Row. All right, for this exercise, what you're going to need is a cambered Swiss bar. Now, this is a pretty unique piece of equipment, so you may not have it. That's entirely okay, but if you do, this is a fantastic way to do your inverted rows, get a bigger range of motion and optimize your back training, and it's going to feel really good on your shoulders. So I've got this set up in my rig here, and where you set the barbell is personal preference. You do want to make sure that if you got long arms, it's probably need to be a little higher. If you're shorter, it can be lower. Your strength levels can dictate some of this as well. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be because the more vertical you're pulling yourself. But at the end of the day, I usually like to start somewhere between chest and belly button area and then adjust as needed. I also want to make sure that I personally like to have my feet away from the J-hooks, just in case if I'm pulling, I want that barbell actually pulling into the rack. I don't really want to pull it into the front of the J-hooks and risk it popping off. Never seen it happen, but I wouldn't take the risk just to be on the safe side. But I'm going to grab my handles. So the Swiss bar here, this one's cambered, and I like that because it's not exactly neutral. It's somewhere in between. They do make it with a regular Swiss bar as well. Totally fine. But this camber here is about 2 to 3 inches, and that's going to let me get that extra range of motion that I might miss out on with a regular barbell if I just put my hands to my chest. So again, we get a better contraction of the upper back. So to get here, you can have your feet either heels dug in or your feet flat. Personal preference, and also depends on your strength levels. But I'm going to start with my heels dug in first. My chest is tall, and I'm going to pull myself towards the barbell and then back down. Making sure that I get my chest all the way up to the barbell, getting a good squeeze, and owning that position. So you can see how this is a really full maximal range of motion. I can even tell as I get closer towards the end there that it's starting to get harder. Another way you can modify it is take your feet flat, have them your knees bent in this position where you're in a tabletop position, and you can pull up this way as well, and you're going to get the same training benefit, but be able to modify it because this is a longer lever arm, which is going to make it a little bit harder. Now, this is a great bodyweight exercise. It's really scalable for just about anybody. As long as you know how to do a general pattern, you're not extending through your low back as you go to the exercise, so you don't want to be like this, trying to get up there. Keep those ribs pulled down, everything back as you go to row. But if you can do that, this is a fantastic exercise to develop your upper back strength. This can be used as an accessory-based exercise after you enjoy your work. You can use it as a finisher. If you're working with beginners to intermediates, this can be one of your primary rowing variations. And again, can go well and superset it with many different exercises. We use this a lot in our facility with many of our clients. It was a great way to get some horizontal pulling. I recommend doing 2 to 4 sets of anywhere from 6 to 15 repetitions. You can really have the whole gamut of the rep ranges there. Really, as long as you're putting in good quality effort, 1 to 2 reps shy of failure, trying to build some upper back mass, you're going to do that with this exercise. Got any questions? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.